And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lounge. We got another episode for you today, and it's a banger. I told Rocky right before we started, I got the most tab pulled up. It's a new record for the Loadout Lounge today.
Oh my god.
We had a major one just finish up literally like an hour and a half ago, maybe even less than that. And then, I mean, the entire major we're going to be covering this episode. We're going to be covering a lot of the challenger stuff because, as we mentioned, we had a couple torn teams competing and then a few other miscellaneous things. So without further ado, we may as well just hop into it.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one, so.
Yeah, it might be a long one. Hop in for the ride. I do want to break down some of these matches, some potential roster changes we'll see, because this weekend was kind of cinema. It was a great major one. I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
All right, before we get into that, though, let's look at these new ranked logos. So over the weekend, a few ranked updates came out because it is releasing February 5th in about 3 or 4 days. Whenever you're watching this, might already be out. Yeah. But we have been waiting so long. Here are the 8 logos we're looking at. There's new ones, at least, I guess, is a positive.
These look like some type of stuff you see in League of Legends, bro.
League of Legends. I saw some comments like, I'm sure they're not AI generated, but ChatGPT could definitely generate something like this.
The iridescent looks pretty sick though.
Yeah, I don't mind the Crimson one. I'm really not a fan of any of these up until Crimson, but
yeah,
is what it is. I mean, it'll
different, I guess.
It'll make our thumbnails look a little bit different this year, at least, and not the same as last year.
That is true. I didn't think of that.
Just a different logo, but
that's too much in the thumbnails, bro.
Yeah, they are almost like too big of logos. But yeah, and then also the big talk of the town when it came to rank play was an update they made to high-level players and high-level lobbies. If you are Crimson and above, you can no longer 4-stack.
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty mixed opinion on it.
That's same here, but yeah, that sucks though. You can't play with your boys, man. Like late night grind, like rank session with your boys.
Yeah, I'm mixed opinion because I do like it on games like Valorant and stuff where you can't, 4 and 5 stack in the higher ranks. But Call of Duty, you only have 4 players instead of 5, like on Valorant. And then also, I mean, I know most of the player base is not Crimson and above. Like that's like the top 2%. At least they released something like MW2 and that's what it was. So I assume it's around there. But I think it should be iridescent above.
Yeah.
Because like low crim, high diamond is a very similar skill level, and we always play like diamonds and crims. Like when I was crim, I wasn't exactly playing Eries all the time. You know what I mean? So
I feel you.
Diamonds being able to 4-stack when crims aren't is a bit of an L, because what if you face a 4-stack of diamonds while you're crim 1 and you're playing with randoms? I don't know.
That is true. I didn't think of that.
And then also, like, we don't like it from a content perspective because we'll be around crim level, which means we're not going to be able to make videos with 4 stacks and our buddies in crim, which that sucks. That sucks. That puts a big damper on, like, your plans, Torn's plans. That sucks.
That changes a lot of things, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Only being able to duo is definitely a change things. I don't know.
That sucks, though. That sucks. I don't know. I see, like I said, I'm in the middle.
Yeah. I know why they did it. It really affects us a lot as people try to make videos on ranked.
Did you see today the major when they're announcing this? Like the guy was explaining what's new for ranked, and he brought up that stuff, and the whole crowd started booing.
No, I did not. So I think most people actually are not happy about it, but it will at least stop like the 4 stacks of hackers that just terrorize the top lobbies, because we saw some of those last year, which I'm just hoping the hackers are not as bad this year, but oh well.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and then here's the ranked skins. I mean, these are basic as hell, man.
They're mid. Yeah, they're mid, bro. I don't like them.
I mean, yeah, like you see this in a
like,
pub
top
lobby.
250 looks like gold, bro.
Huh?
Top 250 looks like a regular gold skin.
Dude, yeah, it's literally gold, but just with a little bit more gold on it. That's bad.
Like
that one's sick,
cool.
but
Mhm.
Top 250 is really bad. Iridescent doesn't even look that cool, man. I don't know. I think they almost need more color on them.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Iridescent last year with low graphics, it didn't even have those colors. It was like gray.
Yeah. Well, here's your rank skins. I don't know. I'm not sure that I'll be rocking them. We'll see. Maybe if I hit Erie, I'll have to rock it.
I'm just tired of the snow goggles, bro. They need to get rid of that. Like, get away from that like style.
Yeah, it has been the goggles for like since MW2.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not doing too many brand new updates with them, tell you what. What are these? The win
Mm.
challenges? Pretty basic camo at 50 wins. Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy there.
Yeah.
And then your camos, I don't know. That's the blueprint.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's not the worst camo I've ever seen. All right, there's rank play. Real quick, we touched on this last episode, said we were gonna play it. We did play it. Highguard. Highguard. A
I got
3v3
it.
game mode with a pretty big map, and it seems to be pretty strategic as well. You have unique abilities you get to use and different, operators you get to pick. What are your initial thoughts?
It wasn't the greatest game. I liked it. I thought it was like, I like the concept of the mode, like the thing we get to do, but
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad. It was all right. It was all right. It's like an average game, in my opinion.
Yeah, before we played, I saw some videos saying it was like absolutely horrific, so I was not going in with high expectations, but I think I didn't I didn't disenjoy my time, but in our 3v3 match, it took 35 minutes to play one game, which I thought was a little ridiculous because you're
Yeah.
not exactly just in gunfights the entire time. There's a little bit of,
Nope.
like I said, strategy, like you're reinforcing your base, you have to mine some materials at some point, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see, like yesterday or 2 days ago, they dropped a 5v5 mode to
Oh,
maybe make it like just a bit more, just more going on, more action.
yeah. That's what I said when we played it too. I'm like, I felt 3v3 was too like small with teams.
Yeah, I don't hate the concept of it though. I did not. I didn't have a bad time on this game at all, but I did
I
think
didn't hate it.
35 minutes for one match was a bit ridiculous. That's long. That's like a
Yeah.
whole. That's more than most battle royales with 100 players in it. But I had a good time. 5v5 would probably be better. Am I going to grind this
Mhm.
game? Probably not. Would I hop on and play a match here or there? Possibly. That's where I stand on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's average.
All right, there's Highguard. There's our review. Let's go ahead and dive into Major 1, man. And we'll take a look here first at our bracket from the last episode here. So here is what we had. We had just a quick recap before we dive into the matches. We had Gentlemates winning, Ravens winning, FaZe and OpTic both winning. And then, yeah, we'll take a look at this, I guess, afterwards as we see at the results of what happened. One of us did predict the winner correct. So, I mean, that's something at least. All right. We did predict the top three. That's something. All right. Let's dive into it. So first match is the winners matches number one, winners round number one. FaZe was the upset of the winners matches here and lost 0-3. Slammed 0-3.
Yeah.
And this had
That
me
series was
worried.
crazy.
What?
That series was crazy.
Yeah, this had me worried for FaZe.
Like,
I thought they might get top 8 after this, but they didn't. They pushed
low
through.
key.
But
That game 3 on Dan, bro. Oh my god.
this one was
Did
all
you
over
watch
the
that game
place.
3?
I did. It was like score after
Yeah.
score. Then G2
Dude,
hit
it
him
was
with the park the
5-2.
bus.
It was literally 5-2. Then out of nowhere, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I come back, I see Mamba talking crap. I'm like, what?
Dude,
What the hell did I
G2
miss?
G2 impressed me this event, man. I mean, we were talking 2 weeks ago, like they're about to make a roster change because they had a really bad online split, barely sneak
Yep.
into the winners bracket, and then they got top 4. Come in, beat FaZe, beat some other good teams. So they surprised me.
Yes. Yeah, Sky's had a pretty good major. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was +9 on this series. I think the whole team played well this major, and I mean a fourth placement for this roster, G2 has got to be very happy with.
Yeah.
So, shout out G2, FaZe Vegas, rough series here from everybody but Simp. Simp was actually like hard carrying this series, trying his best to get them to win, but everybody else 0.8 and below. FaZe just started off the major flat. They dropped to losers. Another one to just show from the winner's side was OpTic Texas versus RUHPID. We said in our pre-major episode that some of these matches could go either way. I could have seen OpTic winning this 3-0. I could have also seen Falcons winning a grueler 3-2. But OpTic looked way better on land than they had the last few weeks of online play. Like they looked like the OpTic we all knew at the beginning of the year and at the end of last year.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
So they come in, they slam them. Xnid +7 on the series, has a bit of a rougher series, but yeah, once I saw OpTic 3-0 the Falcons, I was like, oh man, OpTic might actually win this event because, you know, this made me realize we should not take too much of what happened to online into consideration when it comes to LAN, especially for this OpTic team, because they look completely different in this whole tournament than they did the last 3 weeks online when they lost to Ravens.
Yeah.
After, actually, I don't think it was this series, but I just want to pull up the clip of Pred. He said Cellium's the best AR he's ever played with.
Now, in this series, you know,
which is interesting because he's played with a lot of good ARs.
Cellium, you know, he was popping off here, and we know how scary he can be when he is on point. What can you say about him and his performance today?
In my opinion, I think he's like the best AR I've ever played with. I mean, Cellium, man, he's the greatest. Like,
simply, all right?
I think the crowd immediately was like, "We played with Dashy, bro."
The crowd may feel different, but as we know,
he's hyping his boy up though, man.
Yeah, I mean, what else is he supposed to say there? He's the second best AR I've ever played with. I don't know. Just a quick clip from Pred, and then another one. This is what I was talking about. We can't take online too serious. The Ravens disappointed us, bruh. And a lot of people.
Big time, man.
I was so high on the Ravens going in, and they got piss slammed by Thieves, and we'll go into the loser side of things later. Wasn't the only time they got slammed, but
yeah, like, oh my god, look at that.
Kenny had a 1.2 on him, bro.
Close.
I mean, yeah, slammed. I mean, they literally looked almost untouchable the last 5 weeks of the online season. Like, they beat OpTic, they'd beaten Thieves, they'd beaten a couple other good teams. They're like, man, they're actually looking solid, and then they show up on LAN, and LAN's a different animal.
Yeah, I was so excited for this series too. Like I'm like, all right, it's about to go down. And they lose map 1. I'm like, all right, it's fine. Nope, they went downhill from there.
Yeah, last episode we were like, this is the series that solidifies it for Kenny. He's gonna get dropped. Nope, didn't happen. Might still happen.
And actually, Kenny, was it this series? I think it was the series that Kenny fried, right?
Yeah, Kenny played well. Yeah, 1.1, 1.2, 7,400 damage. So good series out of Kenny. But I mean, everybody was frying. They absolutely slammed the Ravens. And then this is the last winners round matchup here. You had Gentlemates versus Koi. I expected more from Koi in this major, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But they lose 3-1, and then Real had a really tough series, 0.64 on the series. Lowest damage in the lobby. Real has kind of had a tough few weeks and a tough event. So, you know, we'll talk about roster changes in a bit, but he's not been playing well. The Paris Gentlemates look good in this series. Get a 3-1 victory. Neptune's looking good. Sib had a great event. I'll talk more on Sib later once we get to that grand final, because he had a great grand final as well. But yeah, I mean, Gentlemates take care of business and ruin his round 1. And then here's a look at those losers round 1 matches and a couple losers round 2 matches, or at least one of them there. So we had the Ravens and Surge. Ravens get top 12 after we were going in with pretty high expectations for them. They lose to Surge. And this was a freaking lunar series, man. You see that 1.5 plus 40
Dude, he was going crazy on Scar, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, they was going crazy on Scar, and they still ended up. That was the map they lost, but yeah, I mean, Surge looked decent this series, and Ravens just looked completely different from how they looked online. And there was a clip after they lost to the Thieves, the Ravens did, and Scrap was like, "This isn't your bedroom anymore." That's going around. Funny.
Damn. Yeah,
Lurk,
look at Exceed right there.
yeah, Exceed the Burger King, lowest damage in the lobby. Abe just had a couple hundred less, but Lurks had a great event. Lurks had 2 good series. His teammates kind of let him down this event, but that's good to see from your rookie player there. And yeah, I mean, the Ravens were just a huge disappointment. But moving on throughout these losers ones, we had Koi and Heretics. I think I pulled that one up because I wanted to talk a bit about Koi here. First, for the Heretics, I think I said it in the last episode, is like these guys just surprisingly do well on LAN. They're able to win matches on LAN, even when they have a tougher online split. But this was a dagger for Koi, man. They get top 12 at the event. Many people had them as a top 4 team going into it. And once again, Real had a really tough series, 0.78. You know, I thought Insight had a worse one than that, but I mean, it had less damage than Real did, just more kills, I guess, or less deaths at the end of the day. But Jodecius needs some help, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Koi team, man. Like that team's good on paper still. Like I saw like Methods who's talking about like Toronto's like the type of team like they could do a roster changes like that out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
Like you mean like they'll maybe do a roster change where they don't necessarily need to? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Try to force it. Yeah, I don't know if I mean, top 12 is a terrible placing, and like when you go in with much higher expectations, usually a change happens. I just don't know. I don't know who you're gonna upgrade with from Real, honestly.
Yeah, I think Real's too good to replace. It just
they tried really hard to get him this off season. You got to give him a little bit more time, I think.
Yeah, it's just a fortunate major for Toronto.
Yeah, my guy in the hot seat would probably be Insight, just because there are maybe some other like AR options, and if you can get an AR that is just doing a bit more damage, because he's just not doing much damage on the map in any series, maybe. I did see Methods on the watch party. Like Bo's like, yeah, I heard something was off stream. Let me text it to you. And I'm pretty sure it was like about Neum, which we'll talk about when we get to the Thieves portion, but there might be some change. I think there's going to be a few teams making a move. Do you think Koi should be one of them, though? Yes, no?
I'll say not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Man, I want to say that too, but top 12 is just almost inexcusable.
I think it just sucks losing from winners, going to losers, and facing against Miami, though. I don't know. That was just unfortunate for them.
Yeah, it is.
Miami at anyone in the losers.
Yeah, I mean, Gentlemates, Miami is not too easy series by any means, but you got to get one of them. And really, they choked some S&D rounds, honestly. Their S&D looked really bad in this series specifically. But
yeah,
I don't know. And then Rincor, dude, Rincor is a dog. That's one of my favorite players to watch. Rincor is really nasty at the game. Had a plus 1.3 super, always doing this thing. He's almost like Celia, man. He's almost always positive with a 1.0. Just underrated.
Yeah, I think he went crazy. Was it the rate surge?
I think so.
12 or something like that.
I think so. And then Trake's the rookie didn't have a terrible first event. So, I mean, I think I have another match of theirs pulled up.
He's been pretty solid.
Yeah. And I think I have a clip here. Yeah, I have a clip. This was the end of their series and how they lost.
Oh, yeah.
They were down 0-5. They were down 0-5 to Miami. Crawled it back, made it 4-5. This 1v1 here. It would have had to have been a 1v2 here, or actually potential 1v3 from Insights. But
1v3. This one.
Burgers' movement.
You stiff bastard! Oh my god.
Burgers' movement.
I mean, can't get mad at him right there, though.
You can't blame that on Insight. I mean, he was 17 HP. So the odds of him getting out of the situation is not very high at all, but Burger and the movement didn't help.
Yeah,
Stiff
couldn't jump
bastard.
up.
Oh my
What
god.
do you say, stiff?
Yeah, you
What'd
stiff
he say?
bastard. He got stuck. Get Joe Deceive some help. Honestly, if I were to make a
that
move
guy's good,
on,
man.
oh man, this would mean you have to drop Real, but I think you got to get Kleenex back on the sub, bro. Kleenex is like a top 6 SMG in the game last season, and they move him to AR. I think Kleenex got to get on the sub.
Yeah.
Or they got to be playing more sub-heavy maps. Like you need to be throwing a Blackheart in there if possible. Maybe they
classes.
banned it, but get them so you can run 3 subs. I don't know. Kleenex is too good to be running the AR right now.
True. Yeah.
All right, there's that one. And then around this day on the losers matches, we had the OpTic ring ceremony.
I'm Call of Duty champion, Shotzi.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's got the ring on. Yeah,
I still bought the new one. I bought it too.
you bought the new one. You're gonna have 2 rings on. You're a back-to-back champ too.
Hell yeah, dude. No reason why. We're about to get a third one.
I think doing the ring ceremonies is cool.
In his first tournament
Yeah.
win.
I wonder if another team wins it besides OpTic, if they'll
Third one.
steal this idea and start doing it as well.
World champion,
It should. That's free engagements.
2025
Yeah.
champs MVP.
At least if they have a home major. Merc, the savior. There you go. The ring ceremony from OpTic, DB5, rocking all 5 rings.
That's
That's aura, bruh.
Yeah, that picture's hard.
That's some aura right there.
He needs to put that as profile picture.
That's a tough take, Mr. Karma. All right, next up we had the Saturday matches. Yeah, Saturday matches here. And first one I pulled up, which this is just your overview of all of them, but first one I pulled up was Vegas versus the Falcons. This was a grueler of a series as well. They just traded maps back and forth.
It was so winnable for the Falcons, though.
Yeah, Falcons could have very easily taken down FaZe here. And as I was watching it, I was like, if FaZe loses the series, we might have to see a Luka come in. They would have gotten top 8. They already signed him as a sub. They might bring in a Luka, but they don't. They win this series. And here's a look at your scorecard. Celium has his 1.0 per usual. Xnid Kismet, tougher series. 04, I will admit 04 was having a tough event going up to this.
Yeah.
Abuza has a legacy series, though, a 1.4, and that propels them to the win here. But this was such a close series. I mean, the Blackheart, I think Vegas kind of choked the Blackheart, if I remember correctly, a little bit.
Yeah, they choked it.
I think they started up 90 points or something at the beginning. It was like 100 to 20 or something. And then round 11 on Colossus. Did FaZe choke this lead? I can't remember if they choked the lead or if it was just kind of a close one all through, but they definitely choked the Colossus later on in the event. Exposure, FaZe had pretty good exposure. I won't lie. Watching them on exposure, they're decent.
Yeah.
And then Den 250 to 215. Falcons take them down on HP, and it goes to map 5, and that's where it wasn't really close. All these other maps were close. This one 6-2 to FaZe. They clutch up the series and beat the Falcons. Now, Falcons, the Falcons are an interesting one because if they start to suck, it's like, who are they gonna drop for real? Are they gonna drop Xnid?
It's a hard one.
They paid Celium all that money. They're paying Pred a lot of money too. Does Kismet end up being the odd man out? What was his stats against the OpTic guys? I mean, it wasn't that bad. Where's that other one? Or I think I saw it might have been Methods on the Scump Watch party say maybe they swap out Xnid for this guy named QK4B. He's also Saudi. He plays with Arcitys, Paul X, and Priesta and Challengers, and he's been frying. Maybe they decide to try that. I don't know if they necessarily need one though.
Yeah.
They had a good online split. They play FaZe for top 8. They probably weren't expecting to play FaZe for top 8. I don't know.
Yeah, which was winnable too. I don't know. I like Exnid. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's fine.
Yeah, I'm not
I
saying
just
that.
like this team is starting to get the groove.
Yeah, I don't think that they need to make a change. I just want to put it out there just in case, because top 8 is not exactly the best, the best result you wanted at this event. But they looked good online, and they didn't get slammed on land. I mean, the OpTic series was a 3-0, but that was some close maps, and then this one was a very winnable series as well. So
yeah,
I think Falcons.
I think this team's fine.
Yeah, I think they put their head down and grind. They'll be fine moving forward. I had a clip, dude.
Yeah.
Some of the CDL stuff this weekend with the these point of views right here with these camera angles, really nice. Seeing the trash talk, especially after the map. This is one of Clayster. Dude,
Guys still talking crap.
I love how Clayster is just always talking, man. Clayster's hilarious to watch. Exodus full of energy though. I don't want Exodus to get dropped just because dude is such a fun guy to watch, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully Falcons do well in Major 2 and we don't have to worry about them making a change at all. But you got to think about it sometimes whenever you get a worse result than you expect.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I bring one more? Oh yeah. So after Falcons were eliminated, Silky was at the Major.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, my chat was spamming. It was like, yo, you gotta come say hi to Pride. You gotta come say what's up. Say what's up. It's mad chill.
How you been?
I've been chilling, bro. This is my first ever major. Yeah.
You like it?
You think Pred knows who he is, bro?
Nah. I think the guy's too dumb.
Pred probably has no idea he was even in FaZe, bro.
It's fire.
You gonna go for OpTic? No, you gotta come.
You used to be my optic.
Nah.
So you want the
Nah,
Falcons?
you have a good team. You have a good team. Yeah, I'm with the Falcons now.
Yeah.
I didn't know Suki was tapped in like that.
I didn't realize he watched competitive COD. He did hop on like the Scump Watch party for a bit and was talking to Methods, and he said he keeps up a little bit. But yeah, seeing him at the Major was kind of surprising for me as well. I didn't expect that.
I think his title stream was he's in like an org tour or whatever, like exploring different orgs.
Yeah, he did. I think he was trying to like troll Case on, but he was repping OpTic all weekend.
Of course.
So cool to see Silk there. But yeah, Falcons got eliminated. And in terms of roster changes, I don't think they need one. I think I think they'll continue to get better.
I think so too.
All right, moving forward, we have winners round 2, and the Gentlemates put BTA onto the Thieves.
Yep.
I mean, the Scar HP was a little close, a little close. Actually, no, Thieves choked it. I remember now. It was like 223 to like 200. And then Gentlemates just got all the kills and got like 40 seconds straight. I swear.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah.
Neptune went crazy on that clip? Like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was super close, and then Gentlemates just iced up. I think Kenny was supposed to like get a trade on one of these final hills here, and they got the 2 pieces of Kenny getting the trade, and that did it in for him. But anyway, 6-1 on that, and then I guess a close exposure, 2-1. But the Thieves, I mean, they beat the Ravens, and then they don't really look good against anyone else. It's hard not to point it out. 0.69 from Kenny, minus 20. Hydra had the same damage, but not. I mean, he had more kills though. And then Scrap and BZ, I guess, underwhelming series from everybody, but Kenny's definitely sticks out. I mean, this is like the same as OpTic last year. They were getting slammed as a team. Everybody was negative, but the Kenny's was a lot more negative than everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's hard not to point it out. Gentlemates look good this series again. I mean, Gentlemates, we knew they were like pretty much favorites going into it, and they showed that in their first couple matches here. Ghosty 1.27, Neptune 1.2. I mean, this is a good team right here, and they showed it against the Thieves. But
that got the clip of the week during that was exposure.
Oh yeah, the back-to-back 3 pieces and like 11 streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a clip of the week for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that one. I have a few clips of Nade shot and stuff pulled up after the Thieves next match, but we'll move over to winners round 2 here, where G2 faced off against OpTic, and G2 3-0 phase to get here, but then they get 3-0'd by OpTic Texas. And I mean, it was respectable. It wasn't a complete slammage of a 3-0, but OpTic, I think, kind of easily handled them.
Yeah, after seeing this, like, even though it was like pretty close 3-0, I'm really excited to see G2 going forward. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, on land, G2 looked really impressive. You know, they didn't have the best online split, but they looked very impressive on land. So,
yeah,
especially Skies. I think there was a lot of eyes on Skies going into this. I think Skies proved that you can't drop him yet, at least.
Yeah, yet.
Yeah. Mamba had a great event. Crimp has been doing insane. I think Estriel low-key has not been doing as good as Estriel should be doing, but he's not going to be the one that gets dropped if something happens. Either way, G2 end up placing top 4. They're not going to be making a change. And of course, OpTic's not. So we don't really need to talk about that. Yeah. G2 just go down to losers, and we'll get to that as we move forward. Just want to pull up a clip here. Dude, Formal. Yeah, I love seeing his reactions to stuff. I like that he's now more into like the watch party stuff. He's not like super locked in on Halo, but it's funny seeing Formal react to stuff.
Round number 1. Brandon's feeling it. That's how he's feeling it.
Don't
Don't give him a blood, mama. Don't do it. Not in your cowboy boots. Don't fucking do it. Oh! Don't fucking do it, mama. Bad decision there.
Man.
That's why I wish he joins the watch party, bro. I know Scup and all them always get on his ass for not like joining the watch party. But like, yeah, I feel like he'd be a great addition to the watch party.
Yeah, I mean, he's usually on there like one day out of the weekend. He wasn't at the major, but online at least. Yeah, there was a whole situation. Like, he was supposed to join, and then he decided not to because he didn't enjoy it as much as sitting at home watching it.
Yeah, he'd rather be at home watching it. Like, why he say like he'd rather watch it in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he could break it down more while he's at home too, which I enjoyed it. He did a lot of watching this major with Nade Shot, so those two are a comedy duo.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we go into the matches for top 6, and we had FaZe versus Thieves. One thing to mention, I guess I forgot to mention, Simp eliminates his old teammate Celium in this series against the Falcons, and then he plays against Abeezy, and 3-0 sends home Abeezy as well. Simp just knocking off his ex-teammates in this major. And yeah, here we go. Here's your overview. I mean, it's hard not to look at one person's name again. 04, I said earlier, did not have a great event leading up to this. Still a bit. I mean, dude, 6,900 damage. It's like really bad. But they still won 3-0, so you can knock them for that. This was really an AR series. Draza took over. The Draza scrap beef is very much alive. Draza drops a 1.4 on him. Abuza had a great event as well, 1.2 for there. And then Simp.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Simp, a nice 1-0 KD. But the damage for these two, crazy damage. Scrap had a great series. Scrap didn't play bad, and Scrap is still one of the best in the game. Don't get me wrong. His team's just not winning. And Kenny has 7K damage, 0.63 on the series. It's not great, man.
Yeah, this LA Thieves team needs to like click soon, bro. Like, this team's too talented to like, I don't know, to go out this early and stuff like that.
Yeah, this was a pretty close series. I can't remember. Did they choke this Scarhard point too? Let's look at this. It was 234, 226, and then ends up being 235, 250. So you could argue they choked it. Could argue that. And then Colossus Search. FaZe's Colossus Search is pretty damn good. They make some great plays. Like, they're one of their play calls, 04 will smoke A, and then they just all super fast wrap all the way to B through mid X-ray. So they just use their smoke as bait, and then they wrap through, and they get a free play on B almost every time. But Yeah, that was just one thing I know is watching FaZe play Colossus like 8 times this event, and the exposure was a close one, but actually I think it's closer than it looks because it was like 4-2, there's like a minute left, and then they started just parking the bus, and Hydra got one with like 10 seconds left. But I don't know. I think this is the last Thieves series of the tournament. They get top 6. This is a roster that was built to win championships. Top 6, I think, is almost unacceptable. I think they got to make a change.
Yeah.
I think they might have already made the change. What do you think?
We'll see. I've been saying it for weeks, bro. Kenny needs to.
You're still on the Kenny needs to go.
Yeah, I feel like they need something fresh. I'm not gonna lie. They need a new toy.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? They played 3 series this event. One of them against the Ravens, and I'm not even going to count that as like anything because the Ravens looked literally like a challengers team out there. But the 2 series against good teams, he drops a 0.69 and then he drops a 0.63 on land where Kenny's supposed to be Kenny.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think they'd be dumb not to change at this point. You have Hydra, Scrap, and Abeezy, 3 superstars. You need to be doing better than top 6. And unfortunately, Kenny's the odd man out, but he's also not playing well either. So.
And then Beezy's been having a tough start with them too. I feel like as the caliber he could be.
Yeah, I think Abeezy's still like trying to figure out his like how to mesh with Hydra, but yeah. I mean, he's not doing a whole lot of damage either compared to some guys, but
because I feel like Hydra and Abeezy are kind of similar subs in my opinion. They're both like just slayers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Abeezy was just like the perfect sub match for Simp, honestly, and then now he's with Hydra, and Hydra is like Hydra's like Shotzi, man. He's on crack. He's just sprinting around everywhere, so it's hard to really play off of him sometimes. You know, maybe Hydra's a case of like Shotzi, where Hook is the perfect match for Shotzi. They just haven't found Hydra's perfect match yet. I don't know. But Abeezy's not going to be the one getting dropped. If someone's getting dropped, it's going to be Kenny. And like I said, I think it might be Neum already because Methods apparently got some intel while on the watch party, and I'm pretty certain it was something about somebody on the Huntsman getting picked up. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Thieves top 6, though, in my opinion, unacceptable for this roster of this caliber of players, and that's why I think they're gonna make a change.
I agree.
They said on podcasts, like they did a Thieves podcast, and they said there's no reason to make a change before LAN. Well, now you've had LAN, and it wasn't good, so I assume they're gonna make one. All right, here's Nate Shot's reaction.
And when 04
all right, Chad, drop a prime sub right now if you think we should make a team change.
Talk about like the team that might be best at a Colossus.
Drop a prime sub if we should make a team change.
Fucking idiot. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And then Nate Shot, I think this was after they lost to Mates. He talks about Kenny, defends Kenny a little bit.
And a lot of you guys making and talking shit about Kenny, that motherfucker won his world championship and was a great player for us for many years, many titles, and won us many events. Tough season so far, tough event, tough Saturday for Kenny, among other players on our team. But you motherfuckers need to put some respect on Kenny. I mean, I don't know if we're making a team change. We're going to go back to the drawing board, figure it out. We're going to talk to everybody, try to figure it out. But the disrespect that Kenny has received in his last year or two is honestly unfucking believable. And I don't even have a close relationship with Kenny. I don't. Him and I are very different people. We don't talk very often, but what Kenny has done for the 100 Thieves and LA Thieves organization, you motherfuckers are on par, brother. You guys say whatever you want about the season he had with OpTic. It's a lot easier to say these things after Mercules shows up out of Challengers.
Yeah. All right.
I agree with him.
Yeah. I mean, whenever we talk about Kenny, we're never talking about his like entire career, but he hasn't had a great Black Ops 7 season. and he just happens to be the odd man out, like I've said a few times with this team. So,
and I agree.
Nate Shot defends his player a little bit, which, I mean, as a team owner, you got to do. And then we move on to Sunday. This was the first match of Sunday here. It was a great Sunday, man. It was a long day. Doesn't even feel like Sunday anymore as we're filming this. But FaZe versus G2. FaZe get their get back. They win 3-2 in a map 5 banger series here. And another grueler. G2's hard point was very good this event, man. They get both of them in this series. FaZe actually gets the Neslo on them, both S&Ds and an overload. But Draza don't want to get dropped. Draza has a good series. Abuzo with the 1.0, Simp doing Simp things with the positive KD, and then 04, good series out of him as well. And this one was really kind of a Sky's bad event or bad series.
Yeah, and this was the one too, right? The first 2 maps, Simp was doing so bad too.
Yes,
Simp had a tough first 2 maps in the series.
Yeah, I mean, map 1, Simp was -8. Map 2 is -5, and then he goes crazy. 1.5, map 3, -1 there, and then +6. And Abuza didn't even die in the map 5 because they won 6-0.
The map 2, bro, like you gotta win that one. Simp's struggling right there, bro.
Yeah, but then you have Draza, and everybody else had a great map. I mean, 2.0 KD out of Abuza in a 6-4 map. When you have a 2 KD, that's just hard to beat sometimes. But
yeah, the one after the black card, dude, when the Minnesota won right away, I was like, it's gonna be interesting series. I thought they were gonna win FaZe. I'm not gonna lie, after map 1.
You thought Rocker was gonna win the series?
Yeah.
I mean, it was super close all throughout. The ice up there at the end, but yeah, that was the map 1, and then FaZe just better search team than Rocker this series at least. They take care of him in this overload as well, and they move on. G2 though, like we said, they got to be super happy with this result. 4th place at Major 1. That's perfectly fine. And then, maybe I don't think they make a change, but I think if they end up doing one at some point, it might be Skies. However, they get 4th place, they're gonna keep Skies on the team for now, despite his 0.6 here.
Yeah, he saved the spot at least for a couple more weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There's that one. And then we move on further into the Sunday. We had the winners finals where OpTic still had yet to lose a map. They 3-0 the Gentlemates. I was like, bro, OpTic is winning this event, bro. They hadn't even lost the map yet. They're in the grand finals. I mean,
look at that Scar SD.
Yeah. 0-6. They 6-0 on the Scar. I mean, this was just a slammage, man. They slam Gentlemates in this one. I guess Gentlemates just hadn't woke up yet or something. But Netum has a rough series to start off against them. And then a great Shotzi series. And, I mean, dude, it's not often you see OpTic win and Mercules is negative in a 3-0. But they still get it done.
Yeah.
So, he does lead the team in damage, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. That OpTic just came out firing on this Sunday. They get to the grand finals. They send Gentlemates down below to play against FaZe. And I was just really uncertain what was going to happen in this Gentlemates FaZe match because Gentlemates just got slammed. FaZe ice up, win a grueler against G2. I wasn't sure who was going to win. But you got anything else on this one?
No, it was just a slam fest.
Yeah.
It was not close at all. They were just running through everybody.
Yeah, OpTic really looked amazing this series. I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't the grand final for them because that was easy work for them. And then we get to the losers finals. Winner goes to face OpTic again in the grand finals, and it is literally one of the best series of the year. 3-2. Gentlemates take down FaZe in a game 5, round 11.
Dude, oh my god.
And it was the biggest choke of all time by FaZe.
Shut up, Wash.
Dude,
But Dude, that
FaZe
SSD was
choked.
insane.
Neptune went absolutely insane. I do have one of his clutches up, but he clutched like 2 rounds in a row here. They were down 5-2. They win 4 straight to send themselves to the grand finals. And like 2 of these 3, or it might have been 3 of the 4, Neptune clutches a 1v3, a 1v2, a 1v1. Neptune went insane to bring this back for him.
He went crazy. I was like jumping on my chair.
Yeah, 13-6 for him. Simp drops 13 in the L. Overview of the series. I mean, dude, Envoy and Ghosty have tough ones. FaZe, nobody even really has a tough series. They lose that. They choke. I mean, they literally choke. There's no other word to say, but you're up 5-2 in game 5 and you choke 4 straight. Can't have it. Can't have it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So yeah, that means Gentlemates move on to play OpTic, and FaZe get third. FaZe get third at the event. And for FaZe, I think they're gonna stick this roster out. I don't think Aluka's coming in.
Yeah, like I said before, I think Aluka messed up by signing with FaZe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because he can't get called up to anyone else. But I don't know. You get an offer from a top team, you almost gotta take it, because
I wonder who else he got offered from.
Probably like Ravens, Cloud9, some bottom of the barrel teams. It's like
the Thieves offered, no?
Maybe. I don't know. It's tough for those young guys coming up when you have multiple offers, because you either take the guaranteed starting spot on a bad team, and you're on a bad team, you're not going to win much. If you don't necessarily play well with this team, you might get shunned back down to challengers for a couple years. I mean, a couple guys it's happened to, like Fire on Bush Gaming, played for Paris for like a couple months, didn't have a great stint in the league, and he's been stuck in challengers ever since. So you either do that, or you get this opportunity from a good team, and if you do get put in, like Aluka or Neum, then you immediately are in a great spot. And if you play well, even if you end up getting dropped at the end of the season, you'll probably have another opportunity on a different team. So yeah, that's a trade-off of it, at least in my eyes. But for this one, FaZe should have won it. They choked. Great clutch by Gentlemates here in this map 5, winning 4 straight. I mean, literally one of the biggest chokes I've ever seen. Here's one of those Neptune clips to send it to round 11.
This from FaZe.
Oh, do they know?
So it was 5-4.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. They know now.
He's by himself,
in that position, but now they're just going to use that smoke to retreat. Already 30 seconds gone on the game clock, and now
Yeah, Neptune's already on 5 streak. He had already clutched around before this.
Oh my God, he's going rogue. Nep just went rogue. He got one though.
Great turn. Oh, 2v2. Nice twin.
So 2v1.
Nice twin. Trade that. Somebody kill Neptune.
Oh, for scan, bro.
Oh my God.
That was his second clutch. He had a 1v3 before this one, but still. Yeah, who was the first one? Was this 04?
Yeah.
Just jumping at him?
Nice twin. Nice twin.
Just jumping at him, bro.
Yeah, jumping at him when your guy isn't here for the immediate trade, not a good idea.
Trade that. Somebody kill Neptune.
Especially if Neptune isn't weak at all. If he was weak already, I could see jump at him, but he wasn't even weak.
Oh, 2v2.
Yeah.
Nice twin.
I guess he was a little weak, but
Yeah, he had just healed up.
Nice twin.
yeah.
But, dude, he only hit him like once. And then, who was this? This was Draza, full health.
Trade that.
Gets pissed
Somebody
on.
kill Neptune.
I mean, dude, Neptune Legacy, like, last 3 rounds, bro. I don't know what else to say. And then, yeah. Dude, the 5-2 round here, Simp, like, had a pinch. It was 5-2. To win the game, he had a pinch. He was behind 2 guys. They didn't know he was there. He shot at him. Didn't get either one. And that might have been what sold it for him. And you don't see Simp choking that very often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gentlemates move on, and that brings us to the grand final, which I said this was one of the best series of the year. Then you have a Game 7 grand final, absolute bang out. And this is by far the best series we've had this year. And Gentlemates become your champions. They win 4-3 over OpTic. OpTic finally lost the map, and they lost the series. They don't win Major 1. But it was a good series.
OpTic choked so bad. Oh, this series was so wonderful for OpTic, bro. They choked.
Yeah.
The S&D game, so bad to watch.
I don't know what it was though, because they hadn't lost a single map until this, including all the S&Ds, and then they lose 3 S&Ds in this grand final, bro.
Yeah, dude, the S&D look like how they've been looking on online last couple weeks. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, here's your overall stats from the 7 maps. Hook doesn't have a great series, 7.7, but you know that happens. And then 0.8 from Dashy. Dashy, I remember had like a really bad map one, but
yeah.
And then Sib drops a 1.3 in grand finals. Got to tip it. That's a crazy series. And then Neptune did his thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's that.
Yeah,
Map one, Gentlemates handled pretty easily. You know, they took a lead here on Hill 4 and then never really gave up the lead at all. But this is where stuff kind of started going downhill for OpTic, was this map number 2. Somehow, some way, Gentlemates clutch up another 2-5. They're down 2-5 and they clutch up another one.
Dude, that round 11, oh my gosh. Was it round 11? When who was it? Shotzi and Ring, and somehow he gets killed in Ring. Like that should not happen.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Like they fast plant.
Smoked A.
Yeah, they fast plant A. Shotzi backs up still to their side ring by Art, and somehow somebody just sprints straight through the smoke and kills him, and then that gets the blood, and that kind of throws the round for him.
Yeah, I don't understand how, because I think Dashy was with the sniper at the window. I'm like,
yeah,
how you let him go for free?
Yeah, this one's gonna haunt them a little bit, man. Choking 4 rounds, dude. It's crazy. Back-to-back series. They clutch a 5-2. Gentlemates did, like, what? But yeah, and then map 3. I mean, I guess to tip OpTic, their overload looked really good. They win this one 4-3. Dude, Sib was shooting this series, bro. And dude, 18k damage, 3,000 more damage than anyone else is absolutely absurd. 3,000 more damage. That dude was shooting his gun. Tippable from Sib there. Map 3 OpTic win. Map 4 OpTic, they kind of slammed him a little bit. I guess it was kind of close, but ended up stretching out towards the end. 250, 166 on the exposure. Then you go back to that S&D. And this is why they say S&D wins championships, because when you do get here in a best of 7, you're going to play 3 S&Ds if you go all the way. So you got to have those S&Ds on lock. And OpTic lose this exposure 2-6. And just, I mean, it really, it's just really lopsided the whole way through, honestly. I will say, people talk about the best snipers in the game. They mentioned Dashy, Super, Skies is in the convo. But Sib with the sniper is scary.
Dude, he was going crazy today with a sniper.
Yeah, Sib is scary with that dang sniper. So they win that one, and then we go to map 6 exposure. OpTic win the overload on exposure, and yeah, that forces the map 7, which Gentlemates end up winning. And this one was almost like, what was the round count here? It was not. Wait, is it not on there? I guess not. I swear OpTic was down like 5-2 and they made it 5-4, right?
Yeah.
And Mercury's clutches a 1v2. They push it 5-4. And then it comes down to, which I might have even pulled it up, or maybe not. But
I'm like, dude, that's the way to lose it too. The way they lost it, like it wasn't from not even a kill, just running out of time.
Yeah, and it was Dan Ghosty, man, last guy alive. Of course it was. The OpTic curse. Dan Ghosty. Yeah, definitely not the grand final Hook wanted to have. I'll say that. That's a tough one to look back on. But, I mean, dude, this is a generational grand final from Sib, bro. 18k damage is crazy. But
yeah, he went crazy this series.
Congrats to the Gentlemates, man. They're Major 1 winners. And now that we've looked at all that, we'll take a look here. You predicted Gentlemates to win. You got that correct.
Yep.
And then I predicted FaZe. And FaZe had a chance to go to the grand final. They choked away to the Gentlemates. But we at least got the top 3 right. I mean, the rest of this is pretty bad, but our top 3 was correct.
Yeah, OpTic FaZe Gentlemates, yeah.
And then, yeah, the Ravens kind of sold us in this bracket. We had Ravens beating Thieves. Ravens beating Falcons. Yeah, that sold us. Koi, we expected Koi to beat Heretics.
Nope.
So Heretics win that one. And then Heretics beat the Surge. So Heretics got top 6. We expected him to get top 12. But so that one was wrong. Our FaZe G2 one was wrong down there. And we actually had G2 getting top 12. So that was a big wrong from us as well there. Because they got 4th. We had Breach beating them. And then, yeah, I didn't pull up Cloud9's match, but I want to talk about Cloud9. You think Cloud9's making a change? I have to assume so.
Yeah, they do. That team. Oh, dude, the thing
It's
is,
just like,
they always go to game 5s, bro.
Yeah, but they gotta
just-
win them at some point. But who do they even drop, man? Mac, Afro, Vivid Beats. Who's going?
Bro. I think Mac's the only one that's safe, in my opinion. I think Mac's gonna play pretty good for Cloud9, but I think everyone else is up for grabs.
Yeah. Beans has been doing good in the searches with the snipe, but respawn modes, he hasn't been the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like Cloud9 could almost change. I feel like they're gonna make a 2-person change. I'm not sure who the second they keep is, but they could probably pick up a couple guys from challengers and be just as good, if not better. So they might try it out.
Yeah.
And then what about Breach? You think Breach are gonna change?
I don't think not yet.
Even with their top 12?
I still like that roster still. I don't know. That's just me.
I do. That's what I was gonna say too. Is I just don't know who they would drop. It's not gonna be Nasty. Snoopy's been their golden child for like 3 years now. Purge is the one that's been really underperforming.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cammy has some bad series here and there. It's just like I just don't know that you're gonna find an SMG better than Purge, at least in terms of how they mesh with the team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. If they do make a change, I wouldn't be surprised from Breach, but they also might not.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
And then Surge. Do you think Surge changes?
Who's on that team again?
You have Abe, Lunars, TJ Halley, and Gwyn. They get a top 8 going in as the last seed, so they actually exceeded expectations.
I think they go in the qualifiers with the same team, but unless something comes up, a player they really, really want, they can probably make a change. But
yeah, dude, one person in Challengers that has been looking good is Renegade. Renegade looked really good in the Challengers event this weekend.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But if I was gonna say someone on Surge gets dropped, I would have said Lunars before this event. But Lunars is the only reason they won against the Ravens, so can't really drop him now, I guess. He had a 1.4.
Yeah, then I like Abe too. Abe's good. He had a bad. I know he didn't really do that good this major, but I like Abe.
Yeah. Dude, it's kind of tough. It's like some of these teams, like they didn't get a good performance, but you don't think they should make a change. I don't know. It's tough to tell.
I don't know. That's tricky.
And those are like the only ones. And then Ravens, bro. Ravens.
Dude, I don't know, man. They're a tricky one.
I don't think they do. Like, if you're a team like Ravens and you get those 5 wins that you got online, you take those 50 champs points and you be happy. You had a bad major, whatever, but you go back on this next split with a good mindset. If you keep winning online, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think they make a change yet. But there's some players playing good in Challengers, man, so we'll see. Might be some GMs out there that decide, hey, we need to make one. All right. What do we got? Oh, yeah, this was on the Exposure S&D. Shotzi's damage.
And at 168 damage?
Oh.
What the fuck? Is that right? What the
There's no way.
Yes. 21 damage.
Is he stealing kills?
Yeah, he must have got some trades on some guys who were one shot. That was it. 168 damage. That's barely enough to get 1 kill. Is it still 150 HP? No, it's 100 HP, but still, that's bad. That's really bad.
I forgot to point out too. Which one was it? It was OpTic. I think when he won Scar against Gentlemates the first time.
Oh, the first map?
Yeah. Did Hook have a donut?
Did he on the win?
Yeah, against the Gentlemates.
Oh, that's that one. Where's that one at? Let's see. It's Koi.
It was today, so it should be closer.
Oh, today?
Yeah, today's match.
The Scar?
Yeah.
Wait, Hook was 0-5? I didn't know that.
I think he ended with a donut again on Scar 2 today. At the grand finals, I think.
What? Hey, the donut, they won 6-0? I have not seen something like that in a long time. Dashi was 8-0. Chauncey was 10-2. A donut for the 6-0 win is insane. And on which one are you saying? This one? Wait, he had a donut in the last map? No, he did. He did.
Did he?
He had 2.
Oh, okay. At one point, he was like 0-5. I know that.
Dude, a donut for a 6-0 win in search is insane. That's crazy.
He was just running around at that point.
To get that cardio in. All right. Here's a quick reaction of the OpTic watch party to them losing.
More than lives up to the name of the Phantom. He disappears into thin air.
That sucks. I feel for them, dude. Like,
Dashi could have.
OpTic could have won this major, bro. It was so winnable for them.
Yeah, such a winnable major.
It looks so. I don't understand how you slammed them 3-0. And you face them in grand finals, and you look like,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
It is confident going to it.
The Scump buff. Scump wasn't there.
True.
They're missing that Scump buff. Dude, the home crowd for OpTic is insane, man. They had some crazy crowd buff in this.
Dude, all I see was OpTic shirts in the crowd, bro. That's all I seen. I think maybe a couple of face shirts, but
yeah. And then here's just a quick graphic from the Gentlemates and their victory. 150K plus 100 CDL points. Why not? Extra 25K in their pockets. And
heck yeah.
The Gentlemates get their first official CDL major win as a team. So, and Neptune's first win. But dude, this is gonna be a scary team all year. I feel they seem to be meshing well right now. So I'm excited to see how they continue playing. Congrats to them once again and those 4 players. They had a great event. Yeah. Neptune got the Major 1 MVP. Honestly, low-key, I think it could have been Sib, but congrats to Neptune.
Maybe because I think of Neptune because of those
phase
clutches he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. 1.3 in grand finals is crazy, but still, he had a 1.07 on the tournament, 92 Slayer rating, 3 S&D clutches. They had to throw that one in there. I mean, for those all 3 in that phase map.
Yeah.
And 409 kills on the tournament is a lot of kills. So, I mean, he definitely deserved that. If they could do 2 MVPs, I think him and Sib could have definitely gotten them. But congrats to Neptune and his first major tournament win after 5 second places last year.
Yeah. W. Shout out to them.
Shout out Neptune. Here's a quick little simp stat. He has never finished outside of top 3 at the opening major of the year.
Oh.
That's a crazy stat. First, second, third, first, third. Simp, Mr. Consistent.
Bro, is this guy the GOAT?
If he had one more world championship, he would be.
Like, damn, those are good stats right there.
Yeah, crazy stats for the first major. Simp, I guess, proving he's one of the best at the game early on.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's that final bracket, just to show it one more time. Thieves top 6. I think that's one of the bigger ones standing out here. And then G2 top 4 is definitely one of the ones because there was a graphic released before the tournament of like percentage of who people thought was going to win, and G2 was like 0.4%.
Oh, damn.
And they made it to top 4. So, yeah. There's that.
It's going to be an interesting year, man. It's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited for roster mania in the next couple of weeks because I do want to see if a few of these teams change. Like Koi, Raven, Surge, Breach, Cloud9, I'm kind of looking at. And then, of course, Thieves. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So that's half the league, but I'm sure there'll be a couple changes. There always is. All right, real quick, that is our final thoughts on the major. You got anything else you want to say about the major CDL?
That was really exciting to start off the year, man.
Yeah, it was a great event.
It's good. It's also getting me more hype for Major 3 and Champs when we go.
Yeah, dude, I want to be there. I was getting FOMO from this, man. I wanted to be there so bad.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, great event. I'm excited to keep watching the CDL, and we'll be staying on here, Loadout Lounge, posting up. So make sure you guys subscribe. And lastly, we'll end off with a bit of challengers talk because we had 2 torn teams competing. Here are those rosters again if you guys missed our last episode. But they both played. This first roster with the Neurosolar, Nico, and CPR. They tried their best to make it to Saturday, but they low-key got kind of screwed with the bracket. They played 5 matches on Friday. They won 2-0, winners round 1. They lost to Trauma Org, which I forget exactly who's on the roster, but like it wasn't just a bunch of randoms. It was a good team with some top-level talent. They beat X Element in losers round 1. They won losers round 2, and then they'll face Clutch Rain in losers round 3. And Clutch Rain, going into this tournament, was the #1 seed out of 96 teams.
Oh, damn.
They got upset in like winners round 3 by Fame. You remember Fame?
Yeah.
By him and his team. And his team now, like Fame and them, they claim that they only scrim once per night because they have 9 to 5 jobs now. So that's why it was kind of a big talk that they upset the #1 seed, because this is Linz, Brezzy, a couple other EU guys. But yeah, our team faces them in losers round 3. Pretty unfortunate, honestly. They lose 0-2. And but shout out to these guys, man. They played hard. They represented Torn well at our first ever CDL event. And they were really good sports about it. They did a little bit of content along with Butsy that we're going to be posting over the next few days on TikTok. And I'll probably also throw them on X as well. But yeah, that was fun, man. I was trying to keep up with them. Unfortunately, these guys weren't shown on stream. They played 5 matches in one day. They didn't get on stream once.
Damn.
But shout out to these guys for playing under Torn. They're cool dudes. It was fun keeping up with them. And then our second team here didn't make quite as far of a run, but they knew it was going to be tough going in. They were one of the lowest seeds with no pro points, so they're going to play some good competition. They lost 0-2 versus Form G in winners round 1 and losers round 1. They played Cable Noir or Cabal Noir. Somebody in the TikTok comments was telling me it's Cabal. But this team is full of like 3X Halo pros as well. So there were guys that have played on LAN before and, know how to do stuff. But, I think that this 1-2 loss was a better team and they played better against them. So that's always something to look forward and take out of this. I think this first match, they had some crazy LAN jitters. First LAN jitters for the guys. They were nervous. Butsy messaged me. He said he was nervous.
I bet I would too. Not gonna lie, like going your first ever LAN, like not.
Yeah.
This is first ever LAN.
Yeah, Butsy's. I'm not sure about all these guys. I know a couple of them. I think, but I think one of them maybe had gone to like a local at one point. That was it.
See, so I bet you like different feeling from going to local LAN for your first one than going to your first ever like major LAN. Like.
Yeah, I mean, you're walking around the event. You're seeing Awakening over there. You're seeing Spark, Capsule, and you're like, oh my god, I might have to play these guys. The nerves start setting in.
Yeah.
So yeah, they end up going down. I bet Butsy was more nervous, honestly. I think the content Butsy does puts more pressure on him as well to play well because he's got a lot of eyes on him, and that might have been part of it as well. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna mention it just because it's all over Twitter, but Butsy had he's being called 0.3 now. He had a 0.3 in this first series. It's all love, Butsy, but he's taking it well. He's joking along with it.
Yeah.
All right, last day, just a couple clips here. Bush Gaming is they're revitalizing the challenger scene, man. Jersey Jerry was getting after it in the pit.
Is that gonna be you at Major 3 or what?
Dude, I'm pretty sure most people, if you do this, you're gonna get a warning. But since he's Jersey Jerry, the admins were just letting it go. Because there's like it's not this guy, but there's usually like a referee / admin that watches, so you don't like do stuff like this. But he gets special privilege.
So that means when Torn faces them in Major 3, you gotta yell at him. You got to.
If there's a Torn versus Bush match, I'm going at Jerry, bruh. I'm not even talking trash to the players. I'm talking trash to Jerry.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
Don't choke, Jerry. And that chance going and everything, man.
I'm actually really excited for Major 3, bro. I'm actually really excited for that.
Same, bro. But He's leaning over the monitor, bro.
Go!
Mhm.
Come on! First me. Come the fuck on.
Like, the only challenge I ever seen before was at Champs in Texas. And I watched a little bit of it. It was when Exceed was on the Stallions. He was talking. I forgot who was playing. He was talking mad. He was going crazy.
Dude, Challengers gets crazy with the trash talk.
So like us going to Major 3 for Challengers, but not just mainly for the CDL, going for a Challengers team. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Apparently, this was like one of the more worse events because they only allowed especially when all the teams were playing. Like at this point, there's only 3 teams left or something, but they only allowed the 4 players and the coach. They weren't allowing people to watch. They weren't allowing people to stream matches. Like if I was here, I would have wanted to stream it live on Twitch. They weren't allowing that, but in the past they have. So hopefully they don't keep that a rule for Major 3. Because like if I can go live when our boys are playing behind them, bro, dude, having the Torn Twitch chat behind us, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. Then the finals weren't out on the stage either. Huh? It was in there, huh? The finals.
Yeah, the finals weren't on the main stage.
Yeah, see, I don't know why they didn't do that.
Yeah, but then this was one more clip. Dude, he was getting after it, man. It was
That
hilarious.
shit on. Fucking shit on. Shit on. Get fucking shit on.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I know it's all just part of the game, bro. But like, if someone yelling at me like that, bro. Oh my god,
dude,
a grown ass man yelling at me like that.
I would do that too. Challengers are crazy because they will say the craziest stuff over the monitor and then immediately be like, "Yo, GG's, bro. Good game, good game." I'm like, bro.
Like what? Like I know it's all part of the game, bro. But like I don't think I have like the mental to do that.
Oh man, that's the pit, man. Apparently, the first day with all the people there was like 90 something degrees. It was so hot. I see that. All right, just a couple more things here. The winners of the Challengers event was actually an all Saudi team. I want to mention that.
Oh
yeah. Kicks, remember Kicks?
Yeah.
And Dahum, they were in the league last year for Falcons. They were on this team. They have 2 guys named Dahum, but they won. They beat Bush in grand finals, like 4-1. So pretty impressive. I mean, they were getting slammed in the league last year, and now here they are on land, and they're winning Challengers events. So impressive.
That's cool.
Impressive, yeah. And then one last thing is the Torn League is now live. It's February 1st, which means games are going to start playing this week. You probably have a match later this week, don't you? You're in Group C right here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Torn Onyx.
I haven't scrimmed once yet.
Here's all the groups. 72 teams competing. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned for some Torn League updates.
Before you go to that, look what I sent you. It's about Kenny.
Oh, is this my DM?
Yeah, your DM.
Hold up. Let me switch screens just so all my DMs aren't leaked. Oh, that's
Whoa!
All right, here we go. Sources.
No, this is not true or not.
Sources. Kenny has been dropped from LAT. Not formally announced yet. The team is currently deciding on his replacement, likely to be Neum. Also hearing Kenny has no plans to play in Challengers and would retire if no CDL team picks him up. This is CDL highlight. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think Method's got the call, bro. LAT Neum is 99.99% done, by the way. Expect announcement in the next day or 2 if they're smart. So, apparently between Neum and QK, that guy on Falcons. Okay. Like the Falcons Academy, I mean. Interesting. So, that might have been Kenny's last major, man, if nobody else picks him up.
Yeah, maybe.
Will anybody? I mean, Ravens? I don't know.
Yeah,
Cloud9?
I can still see him picked up still. Yeah, like a lower team like that though.
Cloud9. I think Cloud9 could pick up Kenny, but yeah, kind of talk about it. Seems like it's almost a done deal, though. I mean, I'm not happy he's dropped, but it just sucks, man. I know he wants to play better than he has been playing.
Yeah.
All right. Some intel. And then last thing here, we'll do our player guesser. It's been a long episode. Let's end it off with a Vivid first guess. Nope. All right.
One day will be Vivid one day.
They're young. No wins. None of these teams. Abe. Oh, wait. No, they're not American. That's going to make it a little bit tougher. Xnid.
Ooh.
We'll try a Saudi guy.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, not Saudi. So we need.
It's 24, 25.
Okay, this could be like super.
Super. Okay. Oh wait, is my minute? Yeah, try that.
25. Dang. Okay, so they're probably Canadian. It's not gonna be Snoopy because the team would be lit up. Yeah, because he's like, I think he's Mexican, so
It's not Miami.
Canadian or like Beans, Nasty or something, I guess. But Boston would be lit up, so it's not those two. 25, so they're a bit older. Abuza. He hasn't won. What team has Abuza been on?
He's been on Seattle.
Seattle and FaZe. I mean, maybe.
Let's try it.
Abuza. Bada boom.
Bang bang.
We've had some ball knowledge recently. All right. There we go. We might save these games for another episode. We've had a long episode so far. Let's just see what this one is. Oh gosh. I don't know. Might be cooked. Oh,
Mamba, no? That's Mamba.
I was about to say that. Mamba? Hey, let's go.
Hey.
All right.
Hold on, go up. No, we're on a roll. No,
we're on a roll? Okay,
Yep.
okay. Which one? Ranking or gridlock?
Yeah, ranking's shorter.
Bomb plants. Okay. Well, Scump has been around for a while, but he's never really planted. I'll put him like middle. Simp has also been around for a while. Two Real wasn't really around that much. I don't know. I think Scump. You think Simp? Does Simp have a lot of plants?
He's been doing it a lot recently, I feel like. Let's try that. Right there. Full Metal's right there. Fourth.
Okay. Oh, all right. Bet. We switch these guys around. Oh my gosh. Do we got to go for 4 now? We got to go 4 for 4.
We got to. Oh, God.
No, I don't think this was that hard. Has not teamed with Harry. If it was teamed with Harry, we might be cooked. But this could be anybody. Not teamed with Harry, not played for Minnesota. I don't know. Xed?
Yeah, just because he won't fit nowhere else. There's no way.
Okay. Not teamed with Harry, but played for the Subliners. Hydra. I don't think has teamed with Harry. Go Hydra. Not from the US and NYSL though. We might need them. Let's go Sip.
Yeah.
Okay. Not team with Harry, 1 ring. I mean, just about anybody. I mean, who won? Could be Merc. Could be Pred. You go. Go Merc. Dallas and not played for Minnesota. Jotzi.
Yeah.
Jotzi.
What's Jotzi?
Dallas and NYSL. Clay.
That's
or either one, I guess.
Yeah.
Dallas 1 ring.
Oh.
Shotzi, Hook both have 2. Crimsix, Clayster have multiple. Illy though, does Illy only have that 1?
Oh, maybe, yeah. I think so.
Dude, our ball knowledge is crazy today. Not from the US, not played for Rocker. So like anybody on the Heretics.
Yeah.
Let's go super. Oops. Can't type. Not from the US, NYSL, Hydra. Not from the US with 1 ring.
Pred?
Yeah. Australia.
Bang bang!
4 for 4. How often is that gonna happen?
And quick too.
Yeah, that was quick. Sometimes we're stuck on that for like 20 minutes. All right.
Bang bang. I felt it.
There we go. Yeah. Rocky, he felt the vibes there. One of our longest episodes ever, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Major 1 was a banger. We covered all of Major
yeah.
1 in this episode, plus a bit of challengers and then a couple other things like ranked play at the beginning of the episode. Great episode, man. We'll be seeing you guys, I don't know about next week, maybe at least 2 weeks from now. We'll see you in our next episode. But yeah, great Major. It was a super fun one to watch, super fun one to play. And yeah, you got anything else to say to everybody? Make sure to watch Rocky on Twitch as ranked play drops later this week.
Oh yeah, brand new series actually. Road
Yeah.
to Iridescent series. Introduction video just dropped a couple days ago. So
subscribe to Rocky on YouTube and Torn. And we'll see you guys in our next episode.